He did it.
Well, we screwed up my first public performance.
Last month, I asked my 8th grade English class to write about someone they admired, their heroes. And while they wrote, I wrote too. And I'd like to share that with you. My dad grew up during the Depression. The Great Depression, they called it. To listen to Dad, you'd think it was because of all the great times they had growing up. When he was only 19, he flew a bomber over Europe. A bomber. I worry when my kids go out in the car. After the war, he started his own business, working 18-hour days. Many days I would see him only at dinner, and then he could go back to work. I used to think of him as the guy who ate at our house. But all that hard work paid off because he was the first person in his family to own his own home, parts of which he built with his own hands. Yes, my dad does carpentry work, both rough and finish. He also does electrical work and plumbing and roofing, and yet he always found the time to tickle us kids until we begged, and I mean begged, for breath. In fact, you could say that Dad and Mom built our family in 100 different ways. Today, a lot of families don't even eat dinner together, but we always did. And Sundays were always family day. I can't remember a Sunday that we didn't go visiting someone, many of whom are in this room, or have someone come visit us. Dad always drove the car, and Mom sat beside him with the baby between them. There always seemed to be a baby between them. sat in the back seat, perfectly behaved, admiring the passing scenery and chatting pleasantly among ourselves. Well, that's the way I remember it. And when Dad drove the car, he drove it. Dad would only stop for 3 reasons: trains, the death of someone in the car, and if he had to go to the bathroom. Though he's lived through some hard times, Dad has always said that these are the good old days, and that today is the best day of your life so far. People always like to see Dad coming. He always greets them with a smile and a pleasant remark, and they respond in kind. Yes, my dad is the person I admire, my hero, and I hope I can be just like him when I grow up. Invite my sister Janet up here, and my wife Kate, and my reluctant brother-in-law Roger. Bring your folder, Roger. Now I have to tell you that my sister and my wife belong to the Merrimack Valley chapter of the Sweet Adelines Chorus. And my sister Janet thought, gee, wouldn't it be a great idea if we formed a little quartet? So Roger and I come trembling to this. And if you hear me wrong, they belong to us and not the 2 pros here in the middle.